Live League Game of the Day, featuring Deejus as Von Bolt versus Chloe Box as Sasha.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Semi-original guy, aka Mr. Cannon from Advanced Wars by Web, bringing you another Live League Game of the Day. Today, folks, we are playing on a little map called Infra Orange. This is a fog of war matchup, triple base, airport, and calm tower supported matchup, folks. And this map has a little tiny teensy wincy little thing to this map, folks. As you can see here, this map is full of laboratories. We have so many laboratories on this map, folks. Nobody even has any idea what to do or what the reasoning for the laboratories is. But there is a very, very clear reason why there are multiple laboratories in this map, folks, because it is a fog of war matchup. The pre-owned laboratories will allow your opponent to be able to see what you are doing unless you actually capture the labs. Now, there is a path that your units can take in order to get away from this. You can go straight. You can go down. You can go down with infantry. You can go, that's it. Those are the only options for you, folks. You either put your vehicles down here and go heavy on vehicles over here, or you start capturing labs and figure out something that you can do, folks. Obviously, you got to get the airport. Airport can conceal itself by going around the labs, but it does take more time. Now, you could just allow your opponent to see what you're doing. If you want to get a vehicle, boom, you just send the vehicle and then you're in the middle. And then after you're in the middle, then you're clear. You're clear to do whatever you want at that point. So that's what we got going on here, folks. Now, I don't even know if you could consider any part of this a strong side or a weak side, but by how the bases are set up, this should be a strong side for this side of the army here, and this should be a weak side, but it's kind of debatable, folks. Fog of War, it's a hell of a drug, folks. It's a hell of a drug. Anything can happen in Fog of War, and we have two of the best Fog of War players on the planet here today, folks. We got Mr. Deejus himself, the Ape Man, currently ranked number 3, and Miss Chloe Box, the flower in a box lady. That is what she is. And yes. All right, folks, it's gonna be a good one. We got Von Bolt, the big bolty boy, versus the Sasha. Classic matchup in tier 1 here. I'm excited to see how this match goes, folks. I have absolutely no idea exactly how it goes. I remember the battle here was being fought a couple days ago, and I just hit the follow button, and now we're ready to record. I have no idea what's gonna happen. I don't even know anything about this game. I didn't even take a peek. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see what went down in the Live League today. On the first few days, folks. Standard infantry builds, because you gotta get the infantry on the field. It is the #1 priority in Advanced Wars by Web. The #2 priority in Advanced Wars by Web is making sure that you like and subscribe to the channel for all that hot Live League action, folks. And we are going to switch the directions of these units so that they are facing different ways. Different ways and different plays, folks. That's what it's all about. And these two people definitely play a little bit different than each other. I'm very excited to see how the strategies will unfold here today, folks. 5 infantry in perfect unison up top, and 6 infantry just doing whatever the heck they want down south. Absolutely no symmetry here, folks. And that's partially due to the fact that the first player has 6 dudes. I don't even know. I lost my trail of thought. Anyways, things are not symmetrical, and it's getting to me. It's getting to me, folks. We need symmetry out here. Symmetry is great. Now, symmetry is always good in moderation. Because as Liquid Snake tells us, folks, asymmetry can be a very bad thing. The asymmetry theory, is that what he called it? How when things are too similar, they all get wiped out the exact same way. The Genome Army is doomed, folks. It's doomed. You gotta watch out. Revolver Ocelot be darned. Boom! Chloe Box going in here, capturing a laboratory. She is ready, willing, and able to do what is necessary to conceal her units, folks. And Mr. Deegis is also ready, willing, and able to conceal the movement of his air units by capturing one of the labs. I think that is a very good move. Good move indeed. So let's see how this progresses. Oh, and the tank is spotted, folks. The tank is automatically seen due to the placement of the tank being on the laboratory. Now, very excited to see how this is going to progress. Got a recon on the field now. Chloe Box doing a little bit of a different opener here, folks. She's deciding to go with the artillery. Now, artillery are very strong indeed, especially in the live league. You can catch people off guard with an artillery very easily. The one problem with the old artillery over here in the Fog of War variety of game is the fact that the artillery needs friends. We need some friends for this artillery, folks, because if he does not have friends, then he is not going to be able to accomplish the mission. He needs to be able to see what he's shooting at. That is the number 3 priority over here, folks. And we got the recon and the tank. That is going to help quite a bit. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah! Tank hidden in the forest, folks. Deegis, master of stealth. The ape man, the monkey man, hiding in the forest, climbs to the top of the tree with the tank and is now waiting for his one chance to pounce on his opponent and start throwing banana peels at him, causing massive damage. I am all for it, folks. Let's see it occur, because you know it is definitely going to be occurring here very soon. Miss Chloe Box decides to capture the comm tower. Very interesting indeed. Just going to have a little bit of extra firepower, folks. And you do need that firepower when you're dealing with Von Bolt, because his additional defenses is absolutely atrocious to go up against. And I just realized that this is going to be a double comm tower match. A double comm tower match, folks. And that is going to be very strong for the Bolt. Ooh, that is going to be super strong for the Bolt. Super strong for the Bolt. That's going to be a 130% firepower Bolt with 110% defense. Now, the way that people deal with Sasha in Tier 1 is because the majority of people in Tier 1 have strong day-to-day abilities. Like Hawk gets plus 10% firepower. Von Bolt gets plus 10 attack and defense. Javier, if he gets a comm tower, he's 10-10. If he gets 2 comm towers, he's 20 or 120 or plus 20. And that's just too much. That's too much. 2 tower Javier is often very banned all the time. Don't want to be dealing with the 2 tower Javier. He's not a good time, folks. Unless you're playing him, then he's a great time. All right, got the interrupt over here. And this is incredibly curious. And Chloe Box is doing a extremely patient thing right now. Extremely patient. So she decides to go in and interrupt with the infantry rather than interrupt with the artillery. And that shows incredible patience here. So by allowing the attack with the infantry, Deegis has no idea that there's an artillery now. Now, if Chloe Box did attack with the artillery, Deegis would have that knowledge that there's an artillery, and he would be like, oh, there's clearly an artillery is sitting right here. So his baboon brain would instantly focus on the target of destroying the artillery. Because as we know, the artillery in Advanced Wars to players is the exact same as the APC to the AI. Players feel compelled to destroy artillery. It is engraved in our DNA from a very long time ago when the artillery used to be our greatest enemies. Now we spend our days destroying the artilleries as much as possible. Now let's see this occur. Let's see this unfold. A tank has been spotted. And, oh, foregoes the capture of the laboratory. Interesting. That is kind of interesting. I'm very curious about that. Going for a triple lab cap right now. Actually, 5 lab caps right now. Ooh, you know what? Mr. Deegis is going to be in a very good spot here pretty soon, because if he captures all the labs, then that is going to not only put him ahead in overall property count, but it's also going to conceal his units, so then Chloebox will have absolutely no idea what is going on. She will have no idea what awaits her in the shade. Oh, and the tank going in and doing the attack now. The artillery still hiding in wait, folks. Still hiding in wait. What a patient artillery. And it's even walled off by the infantry, folks. These slimes are fully protecting the artillery. Now, here's the big question, folks. Is Mr. Deegis the kind of man to forego the capture with the 1 HP infantry, move the tank onto the city, and strike this tank with the force of 1,000 bananas? Or is he the type of person to lie in wait and allow for Chloebox to make the first move so that he can pounce and throw banana peels at him? I have no idea. I have no idea what he's going to do, but we're going to find out together, folks. He's definitely going to be capping some properties here, folks. Boom, boom. Is he going to triple cap the labs? He's got... he goes in for the attack, folks, and he has spotted the artillery. The artillery has been spotted. All right. Okay, he's definitely going to be capping all the labs next turn. That is the sneakiest of movements. Oh, and he even spots the artillery. Oh, and he has the ability to hit the artillery, too. That's spicy. That is a spicy hit. Oh, and he's going for it. See, you can't resist. You cannot resist. You can't resist the call of the artillery. All right, already takes the shot. Infantry take the shot. Tank takes the shot. Taking a shot. Boom, and Battlecopter moves in, but he has absolutely no idea. Chloebox, she's got absolutely no idea what waits for her. There is a Battlecopter lying in wait, and it is going to be pouncing on this poor, defenseless Battlecopter very, very soon. Nothing is going to stop Deegis from doing that attack, I can guarantee you. And look at the vision that this man has right now. He's got so much vision all over the map. He's able to see so many angles of attack here. But is he going to go over any of them? That is the biggest question here, folks. He strikes down an infantry to 1 HP, and then he finishes capture on all the labs. Now, this could be one of those moments when Deegis now decides to bust out some big guys. You know, he could be busting out some big flipping units here pretty soon. It's definitely a possibility. Oh my god, would you just look at the damage? Look at the damage, folks. Insane damage. And the anti-air has been purchased over here. A little bit late on the old, the Deegis recommended anti-air purchase. Usually it says by like day 9, but you know what? These numbers are never really definitive, folks. What is definitive is that every single Advance Wars game is different, and you need to play it as it needs to be played. You need to be responsive, and you need to build and attack what needs to be built and attacked when it needs to be built and attacked. That is what you gotta do, folks. All right, another Battlecopter on the field, and another tank, another 2 infantry, and Chloebox is in a little bit of a pickle here, folks. She's in a little bit of a pickle. Now, she's in a pickle because she's up against Von Bull, and she's only got 1 comm tower, and the other comm tower is going to be denied again. But Von Bold, he's got 2 towers, folks. He's sitting at that incredibly strong 130% firepower, which is absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. And Deegis obviously going to go for that interrupt, folks. He's not going to be sending the recon forward to do that. Oh no, he's going to be sending a infantry forward to do that. He's not going to be just willy-nilly sacrificing his recons into the ether. No, he's going to be meticulous and very careful of where he puts his recons here. And it is now Miss Chloebox's turn. Both players still sitting at about 10 minutes for time as well over here on day 12, which is very good for time management, folks. Lots of players would be completely out of time by now, just pondering scenarios and outcomes that may or may not happen, but not Chloe Box and not Mr. Deegis. They are both players that play very fast, and they know what they're doing, and they ain't gonna stop until the mission is complete, folks. Now, got another battlecopter on the field, another tank. Gonna be getting 1 infantry, 2 infantry. There we go. Don't even have to base skip today, folks, because we got 900 funds left in the bank. Now, so far, this is a 18 properties to 19 properties, 2 towers to 1 tower. So Chloe Box Sasha is definitely behind at the moment. And also, in addition, she needs to capture 2 of the labs in order to actually even out the lab count. So that needs to happen. It needs to happen very soon. And Deegis is about to capture 2 more properties, a lab and a city. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's sitting at 21,000 funds, folks. 21,000 funds. You know what's great for 21,000 funds? It's buying 3 tanks, folks. You can buy 3 tanks at the exact same time. 1, 2, 3. And they're on the field and they're gonna be coming for you. So you better watch out. The tanks are on the road. Oh, using the recon to interrupt the comm tower now. And I think that was, I don't want to say it was out of desperation, but the recon was actually the only thing that was going to do enough damage, aside from the tank, to the infantry in order to guarantee that hit. So I think that's more or less what it was. Now, it is going to be unfortunate if the recon is destroyed, because you won't have that vision. But I mean, you got a pretty solid front line over here. Now, if you take a gander over here to the eastern side of the map here, folks, we can see here that a battlecopter has just moved forward and is now going to be striking an 8 HP tank for what I would only assume is going to be 5 damage. Indeed, it was 5 damage, folks. Would it be any number higher or lower? Possibly, possibly not. But 5 damage is about the standard attack against the Von Bolt. Alright, recon moving in, taking the attack, using the power before purchasing the units, folks. That is what it's all about. Just notice that D just lost a lot of time last turn, actually. He's sitting at 6 minutes and 48 seconds. So, if he's not careful, he's going to be losing a lot of time here very, very quickly. So he's going to have to definitely bust out some fast moves here. But Chloe Box also additionally has lost a bunch of time. So I would say, yeah, maybe now they're just even. They're about even, folks. Even Steven. Tank moving in, taking an attack. Another tank moving in on the eastern front. Another infantry sniped out, and this flippin' battlecopter just smoked this other battlecopter for flippin' 80% damage, folks. Is this anti-air in position to hit the battlecopter? It most certainly is, folks. Oh my gosh. This guy is going to be having an absolutely bad day. Absolutely bad day. But that is only if D just decides he wants to actually move in and take that shot. Now, due to the 130% firepower bonus right here, folks, this attack with the 2 infantry on the Cap'n City was a guarantee. There's absolutely no chance of failure there, folks. No chance of failure whatsoever. And boom, there goes the battlecopter, folks. Tank hit right there, hitting for 60% damage. Infantry is now moving forward. A battlecopter moves slightly forward, just waiting to pounce on its opponent with the fury of 1,000 pokes. Because he's a mosquito. Pokey little mosquito. So Chloe Box has 21,000 funds in the bank right now. Once again, she's only sitting at 18 properties, so she's definitely behind a little bit here. But one thing about Chloe Box is you cannot count her out, folks. You cannot count her out. She's a very strong player. She's the winner of the APC2 tournament, so you know she's good. But from this position, is there anything that she is able to do to effectively counter the onslaught that is Von Bolt right now? Alright, we got the laboratories captured. I mean, at the moment, it really is coming down to the eastern front. Chloe needs to win the eastern front over here in order to be able to contend with Deegis right now. Uses the market crash and then purchases the units like a true professional gamer. And now it is Deegis' turn. Let's see what Mr. D just has in store here. There's definitely some potential for chaos here. He's got the moves. He just needs to find them, folks. All right, he has spotted the anti-air. The anti-air has been struck down for 50% damage. Battlecopter's moving in. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So much damage, folks. Absolute massacre over on the Western Front. Now, the Eastern Front is also taking a hit. He just has so many labs right now. Oh my god. This man's got so much knowledge. So much knowledge, indeed. So he probably reads like 5 books a week. Oh my god. Chloe Box is just cleaning up here, folks. She is cleaning up the trash over on the Eastern Front. Getting the damage in. Definitely needs some flipping anti-airs over on the Western Front, though, because those battlecopters are going to town. Now, bringing over the battlecopter here is a pretty good idea. I don't mind that at all. I think that's a pretty solid idea. Gotta be front shifting the battlecopters. Degis's turn once again over here on day 16. We're gonna be sniping out an infantry. Getting the vision on the mountain, though. Holy moly. Holy moly. Oh, gosh, no. Oh, God, no. Oh, please, no. No. If Degis acquires this comm tower, it's all over, folks. It's all over. Degis has just built the soiled abomination, folks. The soiled abomination, the smelliest of all of the units, folks. It's on the field. And with 24,000 funds, you know, it's obvious that's what Degis is going to be buying. It is the second strongest ground unit, and is going to be able to just completely obliterate this front. And I think at this point, Degis probably knows that he's ahead in income quite a bit. Mainly because he's got these properties over here and he's got this property here. So he knows that Chloe Box probably cannot counter a Neo Tank buy. It's going to be incredibly difficult for her to counter a Neo Tank buy. Like, what would you even buy? One thing is you would have to predict right about now that your opponent is purchasing the Soiled Abomination. And then you would also need to save up money to counter the Soiled Abomination, which means that your front line is going to suffer for a few turns because you're not going to have reinforcements for at least one turn, which will allow Degis time to move in and capitalize on that lack of reinforcements causing massive damage. All right, 2 properties being acquired over on the Western Front. Battlecopter's moving in. 4 HP Battlecopter just getting her done. Eliminating the infantry. And is this anti-air in position where I can actually hit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh. He's in position to assault the battlecopter, folks. But a battlecopter at 4 HP is basically a non-threat. It's a non-threat, folks. You don't really got to worry about it too much. Now, you might have to worry about it because it could be super annoying because it might be able to block something. But in general, it's not something that you really have to worry about too much. Now, over on the Eastern Front, Chloe Box moving in with multiple battlecopters, multiple infantry, and a tank, and a recon in the corner. She has spotted the Soiled Abomination, folks. She understands the threat that this Soiled Abomination poses, and she needs to figure out what she can do to counter it. She has bought the battlecopter recon double infantry, saving 5,800 funds this turn. It is day 17. It is now day 18. Degis. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Degis. He's got such a move here, folks. He's got one of the greatest moves of all time. Is he going to be able to pull it off? He has taken out the infantry. He has taken out the anti-air. The West has fallen, folks. The West! The West! It's gone. Battlecopter taken out. Now, battlecopter moving in. Takes out the tank. Takes out the capping infantry. The Soiled Abomination moves up, strikes down a tank, and forces the resign. There is nothing that you can do to contend with such filth as the Soiled Abomination on the field, folks. What a powerful Soiled Abomination indeed. Perhaps too powerful. We definitely need to get some soap over here to wash away the stink. But congratulations to Mr. D. Just what a fantastic game here. Well played to Chloebox 2. I think Deegis, at the beginning of the game, once he spotted this attack over here on the artillery, that was the catalyst to the defeat of Chloebox. That was definitely the point of which sparked her downfall. But is this the end between Chloebox and Deegis? Only time will tell, folks. Only time will tell. Hopefully you all enjoyed. If you did, consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe to the channel. I will see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves, and bye-bye for now.